Welcome back to Villain Review. Today's episode 4. Today we're talking about Ramses from Nacho Libre. In case you don't know, Nacho Libre is a movie from 2006 starring Jack Black. I almost said Nacho Libre, but it's actually Jack Black. Cool, let's do it. Let's see how good he is or how bad he is. Ramses, that is, not Nacho Libre. That's cool, let's do it. So, right off the bat, we don't really know much about Ramses. This shows why orange is important to most villains. From the time we're introduced to him, he's a jerk. Why? We don't know. Did he have a tough childhood? We don't know. Ramses is just the best. He's rich and he's a jerk. He hardly really talks in the movie, and that doesn't really help because talking is important. He's just a bad guy who needs to be beaten. We know nothing about him as a character, and therefore he's not interesting or sympathetic. He's just a jerk, just very generic of a villain. Ramses has no character, and it's surprising when so many other characters in this film have so much personality. The two protagonists, Nacho and his partner, whose name I can't really pronounce because it's hard to say, but they have so much personality. And there's actually two other opponents who have far more character than Ramses, those being, he's like a black knight, and the two tiny cat dudes or girls. They're pretty scary, and they have so much personality, and I wish we could have gotten a villain who was more like them instead of Ramses, who his character is just gold. That's it. He really likes gold, I guess. That's his character. And as I said, he never really talks, and it's not like they're going for the quiet, intimidating angle, because he's not very intimidating. Yeah, he's sure, but we never really see him fight up until the end, and he loses that fight. If we had an establishing fight of Ramses beating the snot out of someone, he'd be a lot scarier, and I'd be so much more afraid to watch him go against Nacho. I just wish we had something like that. Instead, we just get other characters talking about how good he is. Oh, Ramses is the best. Ramses is great. Yeah, I guess it's cool to hear other people talk about him, maybe show how much he's affected the people and how everyone knows of him, but I'd rather would have seen it. Show me how good he is instead of someone telling me it. That would have helped so much more with his character. He would have been so much more intimidating and just a better villain overall. Sadly, Ramses doesn't really have many cool scenes either. All the best scenes with him are only good because other characters make them good. Most of his scenes are just him being mean or flexing his wealth or someone saying how good he is. If I had to pick a scene, it would actually be his fight prep.
Ramses is the number one. His legs are number one. His eyes are number one. His muscles are number one. Ramses is number one.
Granted, it's really quick, but it tries its best to make you be afraid of him, and it works, I guess, a little, but it's just too little too late. If I could pick just a good scene in general that has him there, but it's not relying on him, it's probably when Nacho's singing to him at the party. It's a funny scene. It's classic for me, and just classic, like Nacho, Ramses is not dancing, he does not dance at the party. It's just classic, but yeah, there's nothing really good with him, so sorry, Ramses.
Ramses is the one, he puts the people all on fire.
In conclusion, Ramses is just a generic villain who is only there to be defeated. The late actor Cesar Gonzalez does his best with what he's given, and actually, he's probably the best part of the character. He's an intimidating guy, he's very big, but the writing made him out to be not much more than that. All this being said, Nacho Libre, it's a good movie. Yeah, Ramses isn't that interesting, and it would have been better if he was, but for the plot's sake, he fulfills his purpose. It's not really a movie that needs a great villain, so in a way, Ramses kind of does his job, but we don't really know much about him. He's not much of a character. He doesn't really speak or do anything. He's kind of just there. Ramses gets a 3 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching Villain Review this week. Tune in next Monday for another episode. Thank you so much for watching today, Ramses. And I know Ramses isn't a very popular villain, and nor is Nacho Libre in its movie, but it's important to look at all villains, not just the popular ones. And I encourage you to actually watch Nacho Libre. It's a good movie, despite what a lot of people say. People give it a 40% Rotten Tomatoes, which is crazy to me. I think it's definitely ranked higher. It is funny. Watch it. And if you don't laugh, I will buy you nothing. But still, I recommend watching it. Thank you so much. Comment below whatever villains you want. Superhero villains, bad guy villains, whatever. I have no one in the comments, so literally if you post something, you'll be the next video. So yeah, do that. I'll see you around. Like, subscribe if you want, but I don't like saying that's kind of generic. But anyways, I'm taking a bit too much time. Go live your life. Have fun. See you next Monday.